Good morning. We will start session 3 on chapter linear equations in two variables. So in yesterday's session we had done first 4 sums in the exercise. Now the remaining sums we will continue. Fifth one, from the choices given below, choose the equation whose graphs are given in the figure. That means they have given us a graph for the given first figure. They have given us the 4 option of the graph for linear equation. Which is true for that we need to find. So let us first write the coordinates of the first graph what is given. Let us assume this as graph A and the next one as graph B. So the coordinates of graph A, if I write, I will consider first point A as, they have only mentioned it as -1 and 1. Coordinate of center, that is 0, as 0 and 0. And another coordinate, I'll take this as B, which is 1 and -1. They have mentioned the coordinates, okay? That means it is x, y, x, y, x and y. I have pair of 4 equations given here. I need to check whether it satisfies the given any of the equation, then that is the final solution of the linear equation graph. Means here, children, now you have drawn the graph for the first one. After drawing graph, what you have done? You have named this equation as the first one. For example, x plus y is equal to 4. Like that. I need to identify which will satisfy these coordinates. Right? How do we check that? Let us start substituting in the given equation. So, in first one, it is y is equal to x. See, our role is to start with always the first coordinate. 0, 0 might always tally. If the first coordinate satisfies, check for second, check for third. If the first coordinate only will not satisfy, do not check for second and third, because all three has to satisfy. So, y is equal to x. So, if I consider a as -1 and +1, this implies -1 is not equal to +1. I'm sorry. +1 is not equal to -1. Therefore, it is not the correct equation. Understood how? Second one, x plus y is equal to 0. I'll first check with a coordinates. Okay, whether it is satisfying or not. So x is -1 plus 1 is equal to 0. Satisfying. Let me check with 0 is equal to 0, 0. Same thing. 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. Third one also should satisfy then. B is equal to 1, -1. This implies 1 plus or -1 is also equal to 0. Therefore, the equation x plus y is equal to 0 is the correct equation. From the choices given below, choose the equation whose graphs are given in the following. Now, what about second and what about third? See, we never know, right? So, we need to check for remaining 2 also. So, let's do that. Actually, you need not, because sometimes it will be only one equation given. Let's give a try. First one over, second one over. Third one, y is equal to 2x for a. -1 and 1. So this is -1 is not equal to 2 into 1. It is not the correct equation. Okay. Fourth one, 2 plus 3y is equal to 7x. A -1 and 1 is equal to 2 plus 3 into -1 is equal to 7 into 1 is not equal. Understood here only. Looking at the sum only we can understand. It is not the correct equation. Why I font because suppose if these were given in the beginning, then now do you understand how to do it? Yes. Mark the next figure for homework. Write the coordinates. There are 3 coordinates here. Try to satisfy all 3 coordinates. So 5th May I will write that as B part. Second part it is. Because the first figure I have already done. Second part is done taken as a homework. We'll quickly move to the next May. Okay. If work done by a body on the application of the constant force is directly proportional to the distance travelled by the body, is this something physics related what we have learnt? Yes. Let us write by data. If work done by the body is directly proportional to the distance travelled at the application of the constant force, this implies W is equal to F into S, where F is constant. They have given, right? F into S. Okay. Let work done W is equal to Y, and displacement they have given, or distance travelled. Distance travelled that is S is equal to S, and force F is constant. They have given the unit also of the constant, how much it is, as 5 units. This implies, can I write this equation as W is equal to 5 into S, right? W is what? Y is equal to 5x. We got the equation. Done. Also read from the graph. Now we done. We have written the expression. Express this in the form of an equation with true variables. Have we done it? Yes. Draw the graph of the same by taking the constant force as 5 unit. Let us draw the graph. Also read from the graph the work done when distance travelled by the body. The two things what they have given, that we have to understand or predict from the graph. Now I have to draw the graph for this. To draw the graph for this, I'll first consider x is equal to 0. So y is equal to 5 into 0. So y is also equal to 0. Then I'll take x is equal to 1. Y is equal to 5 into 1. So y is equal to 5. So tabular column, what do I have? I have only two values. Say this is x and this is y. X is 0, y is 0. Where x is 1, y is 5. Let me draw the graph for the same here. So y value I have it as 5. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 0, minus 1 and here. Okay. So this is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Let me draw the graph to this side also. So what do I get here? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3. Okay. I think I need to extend this graph further. I'll tell you why. Minus 1, minus 2. This is x dash axis. Minus 1. This is y dash axis. This is x. 1, 2 and 3. Scale I will write here. X axis and y axis together I will write, that is 1 unit is equal to 1 centimeter. I'll mark this point for further more distance. or I can say for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 10 comes actually here once again. Let me first finish marking and then I'll write. Okay, where f is equal to, where f is constant. I'll tell you why I want 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and this is y. Okay, let us plot the points. 0 and 0, it comes here. 1 and 5, 1 is here, 5 is here. Right? It comes here. So let us plot the graph with this respect. The graph comes something like this. Okay? So you can say this is the equation for y is equal to 5x. We have drawn the graph for the same. Now what have they asked? Now they have asked, read from the graph the work done when distance travelled by the body is 5, when the distance travelled by the body is 2 units. First one, work done is what, children? Okay, here also we will write, this is your work done and this is your displacement. So work done is y. Work done is how much here? Given 2 units. We have to calculate work done. And distance travelled by the body is how much? 2 units. Right? Correctly we have written y is work done and this is distance. Put the equation. Y is equal to 5x. Or here we will not write it here, we will check it in this part only. From the graph we have to see. Now x is 2 units. Mark this for 2 units. We need to check for this where it actually cuts. Now where it cuts actually, now 2 units, what I will do here is, I will just draw a line, or simply if we calculate here, that is y is equal to fx. If I calculate, how much do I get? 5 into 2. So y is equal to 10. From the graph if I see, if work done is so much, so this will be 10 units. For that what we will do here is, see, we have to just extend this line. Let me extend it. Right? We have extended. Now I should draw, see this is the answer, but using this I am not plotting it there. I am only using 2 units. I will get answer here as 10. How do I get here 10? See here. From 2, because given that here x is 2, I will draw a perpendicular straight line there. So use dotted lines to draw this. See this line, dotted line what I have drawn, where it is cutting my this linear equation graph. It is actually cutting it here. Okay. Now from there I will draw one parallel line to x-axis. So if I draw a parallel line to x-axis, where do I get? I get that at point 10. That means, see this is my calculation. But using this calculations I can't plot there. I need to plot for 2 units. That is, I need to say that what is work done if distance travelled is 2 units. I have done that distance travelled is 2 units. Therefore, my work done is 10 units. We got the answer? Yes. But don't write this, children. You are not supposed to do this. So from here we will write, therefore, from the graphical representation when distance distance traveled is 2 units, then work done is 10 units with, okay, 10 units, understood that? Force is a constant of proportionality, force is nothing but 5 units. Is this very clear? Okay. Next one, let us plot. When distance travelled is 0 units. So when distance travelled is 0 units, what will be the work done? They have asked here. What it will be when distance travelled is 0 units? Work done. See, what do you mean by work done? Work done is simple when the body is displaced from one position to another. Suppose if I stand and push this wall, we have discussed this. We also come across work and energy chapter again. Suppose if I stand and push this wall, I am applying force. Understood? Is work done? No. Why? How do you know that work is not done? Because the wall is not displaced. Suppose if I push this, what is this board? The board can displace, right? So that means work is done. Work is only done when the body displaces its position from one point to another with respect to time. But here work is not done only. Why? Because the distance travelled is 0. So work done is 0. So what will you write here? From the graphical representation, when distance travelled is 0, work done will also be 0. How much ever is the application of force, whoever comes. So the stronger to stronger person also comes, cannot push this wall, right? So that is how it is. You will write it here. From the graphical representation, when the distance travelled is 0 units, work done is also 0 units. That's all, right? We are not supposed to calculate here, only through the graph we are supposed to do it. Now sometimes what will happen, children, you will extend the line, but that point in 10 will not meet correctly. So what is the hint here? Take one more point if you want. And if you take one more point, joining that point and extending will be very easy. So what I suggest you all is to take one more. What shall we take here? So 2 we do not want here because 2 is already there. 3 will be much bigger. Okay, you can take 3 if you want, so that another point will come from there to 15 you can join. It will be easy for you to draw this line. Otherwise this will not meet correctly at 10 if you slightly slant your line in drawing this. Is this very clear? This is how you have to do it. Quickly, we'll start with the next one. Yes, this all have to be done in your graph book only. In the graph, scale is very important. For not writing scale, your half marks can be deducted. So, it's very important to mention what scale you are using. Not your scale used for drawing, there for the graphical representation. Next one, Yamini and Fatima, 2 students of class 9th of a school together contribute ₹100 towards Prime Minister's Relief Fund to help the earthquake victims. Write the linear equation which satisfies the data. You may take their contribution as X and Y. So let Yamini's contribution be ₹X and Fatima's contribution be ₹Y. By data, together they contribute 100, right? This is the equation. This implies, what have they given further? So draw the graph for the same. To draw the graph, I need to write the equation as y is equal to mx plus c. Therefore, I can write this as y is equal to, we'll take small x and y. So y is equal to 100 minus x. Okay. I will give you the tabulations. You can actually do it. So since it is 100, don't sit and take x is 1, x is 0. Okay, x is 0 fine, but don't take x is 2, 3 and all. Taking scale and doing will be very difficult for you. So simple, what you can do here is, first we'll go with 0. X is equal to 0, y is equal to 100 minus 0, y is equal to 100. Then we take x is equal to 50, y is equal to 100 minus 50, y is equal to 50. So x, y, 0, 100, 50, 50. Now how will you take that scale, children? Scale can be taken as, now it is 0, 50, 150 we have, right? Both for x and y axis, 1 unit is equal to, see we will count the boxes as 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 here. So 1 unit is equal to 10 centimeter can be taken. Okay, that will be your scale. It's up to you. If you want to choose as 2, 4, 6, 8 cannot be taken because it will become quite 5, 10, 15 not required because we don't have something in terms of 5. I think 10, 50 is a better choice to be taken. So 1 unit is equal to 10 centimeter. These are the 2 points. Draw the linear graph for the same. And the next one. Draw the graph. In countries like USA and Canada, temperature is measured in Fahrenheit, whereas in countries like India, it is measured in Celsius. True, but actually in digital thermometers what we get, have you noticed your temperature is in Celsius or Fahrenheit? Most of the digital thermometers, not the infrared ones, where you can set the temperature into Celsius or Fahrenheit. In either of them, you can do the setting. But otherwise in the digital thermometers, you usually read that in Fahrenheit, right? 98, 99, Fahrenheit it is. Celsius, normal body temperature will be how much? 35 to 34 usually. Remember this. Most of us fail to understand this actually. In countries like USA and Canada, temperature is measured in Fahrenheit, whereas in countries like India, it is measured in Celsius. Here is a linear equation that converts Fahrenheit to Celsius. This is a standard formula to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius. Actually it is. So what is the formula given? Fahrenheit, if I tell you 98 Fahrenheit, you can give a try, children. 98 Fahrenheit, convert this into Celsius. Try it out and see. You will get the answer. So Fahrenheit is equal to 9 by 5 into Celsius plus 32 is the standard formula to convert Fahrenheit into degree Celsius. Draw the graph of the linear equation above using Celsius for x-axis and Fahrenheit for y-axis. That means I need to draw using this relation. First what I do is I'll give you the values, what you have to do. So you do the graph. So let us consider here for let x-axis be what they have given, Celsius for x-axis and y-axis be Fahrenheit. Okay, then what values we will give now? Let C is equal to 0. I will first give. If C is equal to 0, F is equal to 9 by 5 into 0 plus 32. F is equal to 32. Next what I will do? Let C is equal to 5. F is equal to 9 by 5 into 5 plus 32. So F is equal to 9 plus 32 is equal to 41. So X and Y is nothing but here C and F. Okay. So first C is 0. This is 32, C is 5, this is 41. How do you choose the scale here, children? So x-axis we have only till 5, Y-axis can we take 10, 20, 30, 40? Yes. So your scale will differ now. X-axis 1 unit is equal to 1 centimeter. Y-axis 1 unit is equal to 10 centimeter. Draw the graph only for this, right? The next part of the question continues and there is no graph for the next part. Second part, what they have asked, if temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, what is the temperature in Fahrenheit? Simple. They have given C, find F. Next part they have given F, find C. Like that. So write the formula. F is equal to 9 by 5 of C plus 32. So 9 by 5 into 30 plus 32. 5 ones are 5 6 are 9 6 are 54 plus 32. F is equal to 86 Fahrenheit. Okay. Third one. If temperature is 95, so F is equal to 86 degree Fahrenheit, you write, or 86 you write, enough, that's okay. So next is, if temperature is 95 degree Fahrenheit, find it in Celsius. They have given it in the other way. Again write the formula. F is equal to 9 by 5 C plus 32. 95 is equal to 9 by 5 C plus 32. 95 minus 32 is equal to 9 by 5 C. So 95 minus 32, you get this as 63 into, I just cross multiply this, divided by 9. See what I have done? 95 minus 32 is 63. 5 I cross multiplied, 9 I brought down. So 9 ones are, 9 sevens are, C is equal to 35 degrees. Okay. Remaining 2 we have. Let's check. I will rub this time, children. I hope you have covered this graphical part. We will do the remaining things here. Fourth one. If temperature is 0, that is Celsius is 0 degrees Celsius, what is the temperature in Fahrenheit? So F is equal to 9 by 5 of 0 plus 32. Direct answer what you get this as, because it is nothing. Once again, if the temperature is 0 degrees Celsius, what is the temperature in Fahrenheit? And if the temperature is 0 degree Fahrenheit, what is in Celsius? Both the ways they have actually asked us. Okay, first let us take this as 0. So directly we can say this is 32 degree. Next question what they have asked, if F is 0, what is this? So F is equal to 9 by 5 into C plus 32. So 0 minus 32 is equal to 9 by 5 C. C is equal to minus 32 into 5 divided by 9, right? So which is nothing but C is equal to minus 160 by 9 degrees Celsius. Yes. Fourth one over. Now I have the last one. I'm going to rub this, children. I hope you have copied this down. Fifth one. Fifth one they have asked, is there a temperature which is numerically the same in both Fahrenheit and degrees Celsius? If yes, find it. So we will consider, let the temperature be numerically x. So the formula wise, F is equal to 9 by 5 C plus 32. So x is equal to 9 by 5 of x plus 32. Shift this side. X minus 9 by 5 of x is equal to 32. LCM 5x minus 9x divided by 5 is equal to 32. 9 minus 5 minus 4x by 5 is equal to 32. X is equal to minus x is equal to 32 into 5 divided by 4. 4 ones are 4 8s are. X is equal to 8 5s are 40. So what we can say is at 40 degrees Celsius, the minus 40 degrees Celsius, you can say that, or the value of this, if you take 40 degrees Celsius, both for Fahrenheit and this will stand the same. The temperature will be same in Fahrenheit as well as in degrees Celsius. With this we complete this exercise. We have a last exercise with only two simple sums. We will complete that and we will complete the chapter linear equations in two variables. And that should be done in the graph. Okay. And the last exercise, give the geometric representation. Geometric representation is nothing but the graphical representation of y is equal to 3 of y is equal to 3 first in one variable. In one variable y is 3 only. I can't take anything else. Now I'll just draw it here children, but you have to do this in the graph. How do we represent y is equal to 3? Now only one axis we have since it is only one variable. So usually x axis is horizontal. Now y axis it is, I have to draw it vertical. So vertical, so this is 0, minus 1, 2, 3. This is y axis 4. This is minus 1. This is minus 2, minus 3. Y dash axis. Just put this here. This is a representation of y is equal to 3. That's all. Second part, two variables. In two variables, if I have to represent this, how should I represent this y as? Now, y is equal to 0x plus 3. This is the equation, or this equation can also be written as 1 into y plus 0 into x is equal to 3. Both are same. Now see, y is equal to 3. Y is equal to 0, x plus 3. I have taken x here or here. Both are same children. It doesn't matter anything. Right? This is the equation. This is the form of y is equal to mx plus c, where x does not exist. But I have to show that it represents in x form also. X value is 0. Remember, y is equal to mx plus c or ax plus bx, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. We had represented where we assumed x or y value to be 0 sometimes. Yes. Now we have to represent this in terms of two variables. So how does this come? Graphical value has to be there. I mean, in two variables it should be there. Let here if I say if x is equal to 0, then y is equal to 3. If x is equal to 1, if I give here, what is y is equal, if x is equal to 1, 1 into 0 is 0 only. What is y is equal to? 3. In case if I give x is equal to 2, 2 into 0 is 0, y is equal to 3. Right? Is this very clear? Okay. Let's draw the graph for this. I'll draw it here. So 0 and 0, this is y dash, this is this is x dash, and this is x axis, this is y dash, and this is y and y dash. Please write the scale. 1 unit is equal to 1 centimeter. So this is 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3. You have to show because since it is in the Cartesian plane. We have two variables. Okay, let's plot now. If x is 0, y is 3. If x is 0, y is 3. It comes here. If x is 1, y is 3. If x is 1, y is 3. If x is 2, y is 3. So, the given line is when we have to represent this in two variables. The given line, we need to write this, is parallel to x-axis. See children, you want, you can also extend it here because whatever values I take, I represent it. We get that in the parallel line. Is this very clear? Similarly, we have to represent the next equation in one variable as well as two variables. Quickly, you finish this and we will start with the second one. Give the geometric representation of 2x plus 9 is equal to 0 in one variable. One variable, no problem, we have the same thing. 2x is equal to 9, so minus 9, sorry, x is equal to minus 9 by 2, x is equal to minus 4.5. Okay, since it is an x-axis, I should have only x-axis here. So this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, enough 2 or 3 values. This is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus, just extend it to this side of it. So this is 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. This is x and this is x dash. Minus 4.5 will come here. 2x plus 9 is equal to 0. That's all. In one variable. Now we have to plot this in two variables. (2x plus 0y is equal to 9). Right? So how can we actually write this equation as? So it is x is equal to minus 9, sorry, minus 9 by 2 plus 0y, I can assume it. So x is equal to minus 4.5 plus 0y. Can I assume it like this? Now I will give values for y. I will go on getting values for x. If y is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 4.5. Y is equal to 1, x is equal to minus 4.5. Y is equal to 2, x is equal to minus 4.5. It's going to be the same thing. Let's plot. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 0, minus 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is y-axis. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, y dash and x-axis. Okay. If x is 4.5, then y is 0. It comes here. Next. If y is 1, x is again minus 4.5. Y is 1, x is again 4.5. It comes here. If y is 2, it again comes minus 4.5. It comes here. So actually if I have to draw, the line comes like this. Correct? So here we will write, therefore, the graph is, or the given linear graph is, or the line is parallel to y-axis. This is how you represent it. Okay. So with this we conclude the chapter linear equations in two variables. If any doubt on the chapter, you can call and confirm once the video is set.